Hi guys, welcome to my channel and welcome back if you are a reoccurring subscriber. Here on my channel I do fragrance reviews, and today I wanted to bring to you feminine fragrances. February is the month of love and romance. The fragrances that I'm going to bring to you today are so pretty and alluring. They are just so romantic and perfect for that soft girl era. So if you're tired of those winter heavy fragrances, then stay tuned. So to me, a feminine fragrance is something that just makes you feel so soft and pretty. These 12 fragrances that I have for you today are worth being unforgettable and memorable. Let's start with my scent of the day. I'm not sure if I've shared it on my channel, but I've been going down a rabbit hole for the fragrances created by the House of Bow. These fragrances are so pretty, and I haven't met not one fragrance that I don't like. The scent of the day is Bom Bon by House of Bow. This fragrance is unapologetically gorgeous. The notes are very misleading. Something that I've noticed on their website is that you look at the notes and you automatically think, oh, that's not for me. But when you put your nose on these fragrances, the notes are so misleading. Bom Bon is a light floral that's warmed and softened by a gorgeous lychee note. It has caramel, marshmallow, and a touch of citrus to make it feel so uplifting. And then it also has cognac in it. The saffron and the pink pepper balances out the sweetness, so I know you heard me say marshmallow, but this is not a gourmand. One thing that I like about the House of Bow is that their bottles are a work of art. I love the smaller bottles because they have the gold around it and then it has the stone top. So unlike their bottles, which is a work of art, these fragrances are handmade, and it's just so luxurious and so feminine and pretty to me. All right, Bom Bon. Speaking of House of Bow, the first fragrance I want to share with you is their newest release, and this is Ave Maria, and of course their bottles again is just art. Ave Maria is a fruity floral. It has a hint of aquaticness. It captures the essence of magnetic beauty and luminous grace. I love how this opens up with this dewy gardenia note. I can smell the African neroli that gives it that burst. It's not too citrusy, but enough to be noticed. It has a Merlot wine accord in it as well. To me, this is so romantic, and what it reminds me of, just looking at the bottle and smelling this gorgeous juice, is a gorgeous and beautiful mermaid. I just think this just smells like a beautiful mermaid scent. One thing that I've noticed about this particular fragrance is that it is very long lasting. I sprayed it at night and I could still smell it the next day, and it was going strong. This fragrance was created by the wonderful nose of Shalamala Maisondieu. And if you're not familiar with her work, she's the gorgeous nose behind Aquilina's Pink Sugar. That is one of the fragrances that I started off with my fragrance collection, and it's still a true love. Another fragrance that she is the nose behind is Lancome's Idole. And then the other fragrance that I love that she created is Very Good Girl by Carolina Herrera. So she is known for these beautiful, sweet, feminine fragrances, and she did not disappoint with Ave Maria. Get your nose on this if you can, by House of Bow. This next fragrance is a gentle feminine scent, and it is one of my favorite scents. And this is Mon Guerlain by Guerlain. This here is the original, and this fragrance was said to be inspired by the smell of a woman. And to me, this is just so feminine and fluffy. It just embodies femininity. When I first started wearing Mon Guerlain, I thought that it was just poor performance. But then as I started wearing it and people were giving me compliments well after the 4th or 5th hour, I just realized that I became nose blind to it, and this fragrance was doing really well in performance. The notes in here are iris, jasmine sambac, rose, Tahitian vanilla, sandalwood, and lavender. This is very unique because lavender is normally not in a feminine fragrance, but all the notes in here blend beautifully. This just makes me feel so beautiful and feminine. I think pink when I think of Mon Guerlain. This is a staple in my collection, and this is Mon Guerlain by Guerlain. Dama Bianca by Xerjoff. This here is a powdery soft vanilla. It's gentle and it calms your soul. Such a soft and ethereal scent. It has the most enchanting, powdery, slightly sweet vanilla. And then it has a hint of citrus from the kumquat and the lime note. When I saw the notes in this, it was the kumquat that interested me. The notes are kumquat, lime, violet, iris, and vanilla. It graces your skin, and those who come into your scent bubble will definitely feel like you are a gorgeous feminine hug. Such a soft and airy scent. This here is the ultimate pretty girl scent, Dama Bianca by Xerjoff. This next one is also a staple in my collection, and it just screams femininity. You can't have a feminine fragrance collection without Chloé. This here is Chloé Eau de Parfum, and again, this is such a gorgeous classic. If your bottle is tarnishing, you can definitely get this back to silver by putting a little white toothpaste on it. I don't do that with my bottle. I love it just the way it is, but you can make this look brand new just by doing that technique. This is my go-to timeless feminine fragrance. The notes are peony, lychee, freesia, rose, lily of the valley, magnolia, cedar, and amber. This has a luxurious, powdery, fresh feeling, very long-lasting, and it is a compliment getter. I find that I get most of my compliments as I'm passing by someone. They'll, ask me, what am I wearing? To me, this is one of the best feminine fragrances of all time. Chloé Eau de Parfum by Chloé. Another feminine classic fragrance is Miss Dior Eau de Parfum by Dior. And this here is the 2017 version. I've tried so many of the different launches, but 2017 is the one that I fell in love with. Francois Damachi did a phenomenal job when he created this fragrance. It has pink pepper, blood orange, and bergamot, along with this beautiful rose, jasmine leaf, and patchouli. I love the patchouli that's in here, and that is what makes this fragrance so long-lasting. This is an elegant floral with dominant notes of rose that's freshened by this beautiful citrus note and the sensualness of the patchouli. It's classiness combined with a little flirtatiousness. Longevity and sillage is a 10. This is vibrant and yet still modern. Hands down, one of the all-time classic feminine fragrance. Miss Dior Eau de Parfum by Dior. I don't think this next fragrance needs any introduction. You cannot have a feminine collection without one of these in your collection. This here is Delina Exclusive by Parfums de Marly. This has a suede and a milky rose note with the right amount of fruitiness and a hint of oud. This gives me a cozy feminine feeling. It's very high quality and long lasting. It has the right amount of incense and vanilla. This is definitely one of my all-time favorites. Delina Exclusive by Parfums de Marly. This next one is also considered a modern classic for femininity. And this here is Love Don't Be Shy by Killian. This fragrance has neroli, bergamot, pink pepper, coriander. Middle notes has orange blossom, honeysuckle, jasmine, iris, rose, and marshmallow. The base notes of vanilla, caramel, and musk. This was a love at first sniff for me. I love that juicy honeysuckle note that's in here with that luscious marshmallow sugar accord. This will satisfy any sweet tooth that you're craving. This is an attractive scent for those who crave a gourmand fragrance. It's feminine, yet it's sensual. It's intoxicating and addictive. Love Don't Be Shy by Killian. If you love lilies, then this fragrance next is going to be an all-time hit for you. This is Baiser Vole by Cartier. I love this bottle. It's a gorgeous flask design. Top opens. This is a true all-year-rounder. I love this fragrance. It is the most natural and photorealistic scent of a lily. It's perfect for any occasion. I love wearing this dressed up with a beautiful dress on, and it's definitely a compliment getter. This is a dream scent for lily lovers. Now is also a great time to wear this because it also shines in the cooler weather. A sense of elegance. A sense of elegance. Baiser Vole by Cartier. You can't have a feminine lineup without a rose scent. And this here is just queen-like to me. And that is Elizabethan Rose by Penhaligon. This is a very pretty scent. I love rose fragrances, but when I put my nose on this one, it is so unique. I love the dewiness of the rose. It just smells like a freshly cut rose, where I'm smelling the rose, I'm smelling the stem, and I'm also smelling the earthy and nuttiness from the rose. Imagine putting your nose right into the middle of the bulb of a rose. That's what you get with Elizabethan Rose. It's like you smell the stem, you smell the bulb. This is the most authentic natural rose scent that I've ever laid my nose on. If you like a jammy rose, that is not this. This is a dewy, fresh cut rose. Again, this is a rose that you picture a queen wearing, and this is so royal. Elizabethan Rose by Penhaligon. Another one of my favorite florals is a peony scent. And this fragrance here is highlighting the peony. Pivoine Suju by Giorgio Armani. This to me is fresh, it's classy, it's a no-fuss fragrance. It has well-blended florals with pink pepper and raspberry. This to me is like a spring wedding fragrance. It's so uplifting and pretty. Pivoine Suju by Giorgio Armani. This next fragrance just reminds me of a sweet, fluffy cloud. Just imagine a sweet, fluffy cloud that has absorbed milk. That is Blanche Bête by Liquides Imaginaires. This is a beautiful, creamy, lactonic, floral addictiveness. You must love milky scents in order to enjoy this fragrance. It's truly magical and so unique. I have never smelled anything like this. The top notes are milk, tuberose, jasmine, vanilla musk, tonka bean, and this mystical note. This is why this is so compared to a unicorn fragrance. It lasts an eternity. And what I recommend is that you go light on the sprays with this. I've sprayed too much and have made myself so nauseated. When I spray very few sprays, then I get to enjoy the beauty of this fragrance. Sillage and longevity is a 10. If you want a fluffy, sweet cloud, try Liquides Imaginaires Blanche Bête. This last and final fragrance caught my eye when I heard it compared to Rouge Malachite or Gucci Bloom Fiore, and those are two of my favorite fragrances. And this one here is Patio Botanicae. This here is a new house, a gorgeous floral forward gem. It has tuberose and jasmine, but the star player in this fragrance is honeysuckle. The tuberose is the co-star. Tuberose in here is that creamy note that you find in Rouge Malachite. It smells like purity and freshness. I love that the tuberose in here is non-carnal. It's just fresh and bright. And the sandalwood in here brings it that softness. This fragrance is very long-lasting as well as a great sillage. It's reminiscent of sitting on a patio in Spain in the middle of this gorgeous garden. Again, that is Patio by Botanicae. that wraps up my top feminine fragrance. So if you're in your soft girl era, you can't go wrong with any of these fragrances. Tell me in the comments, what are some of your favorite feminine fragrances? And leave me a heart emoji. Thank you so much for stopping by, and don't forget to hit the subscribe button and the notification bell so each and every time that I upload a video, you'll be notified. Thanks guys. Bye-bye.